Hi guys and ladies and gentlemen. Today we're gonna talk about people saying in the mainstream media. People are saying that we're making uh, how they call it conspiracy theories. Yeah, we're talking shite. If you know what I mean. So let's see. This is BBC. Yeah, this is the truth. Let's see what they say about. Is it possible to modify a weather?
Would wait the dead.
That's NASA. This is NASA making clouds, and this is many years ago. Whenever Top Gear, look at the Jeremy Clarkson. He's now a lot older guy. So this is many years ago. Imagine what they have now. Just imagine. Just think with your own head. Don't be thinking what you hear on TV.
Don't worry if you can't hear what I'm saying. I couldn't even hear myself. This is the loudest sound you could possibly conceive. And as it turns out, the cleanest. Now, the most amazing thing is that cloud up there, which was generated by the engine, is just a mixture of hydrogen and oxygen. It's water vapor. And in about an hour's time, someone in Mississippi is going to get wet washing. It will actually rain. I told you. It's raining. That's unbelievable.
Remember, guys, this is 20 years ago. 20 years ago. Now they have power. You know how are made hurricanes. The warm weather from one side is going one way, one direction, and the cold air from other side is going other direction, and they start turning because the air is different. They move other way. They start turning like a massive tornado, just hurricane. It's like a massive tornado, something like that. So I will just show you another thing. Look at this one here.
Guyana, Alaska, background, harp, or the high.
This is base in Alaska. There is no humans. There is base, and the thing is now, it's long time after what you saw video from Top Gear, and that's what that just they wanna show you. They have many things what is secret, like this heart, for example. They throw waves in ionosphere to heat up weather where they want. They have these bases everywhere. They shoot up a temperature. They heat up air and they make clouds go where they want them to go. If they have all this, they've used it in Vietnam War. They've used many tens, many like 40 years, 50 years ago. They've used it already. So imagine what they have now. They could turn these storms away if they wanted to. Just think with your head. Just see some other things. For example, this one.
Underneath the bridge, and they were loading. I guess Metro buses were loading up with people in the back of that.
During this entire hurricane. Well, I chose not to go inside yesterday because the Salvation Army and Russian Winds homeless shelter where they were accepting people were caught killing everybody that was in there.
So they want to help them as much.
Did you hear that? Maybe it's true, maybe it's live TV, maybe it's not, maybe it's just for them to see how people will react. Do they even care? Do they even listen? I saw on Facebook today a guy had sneaked in somehow mobile phone and sent to say that he's like in concentration camp, sending photographs, videos, and saying that he has never been treated like that, that they have guards with guns, that they have metal detectors for normal people, taking off mobile phones and everything else. They keep them like in concentration camp. Why do they? I will show you a couple other things. Watch this.
So that they're never just walking out of here and feeling like they're going back onto the street. They've worked with them throughout the process here to.
Did you hear that? Whenever they come in, they can't go back out anymore. Is this not a concentration camp?
Help them adjust to this new world order that they're going to be living in.
Did you just hear what she said? Help them adjust to this new world order. What they...
After this. And I imagine there's so many questions, so much concern.
What is this?
But these are kind of smaller than the other. Oh, dude.
Under very, very difficult circumstances. But some of the explanations for the delays and the red tape and the rules haven't made much sense to people who are searching for their loved ones. And as we said, some people in Joplin continue to be incredibly frustrated. Tonight, the breaking news is that the local coroner now tells CNN that starting tomorrow, some people, under some circumstances, will be allowed into the morgue to view remains. Gary Tuckman is in Joplin tonight with the latest.
Some people at some point.
It looks like they got a bunch of them. Look, they're all that.
All of it, huh? You're filming it?
Yeah. It's all on film right here.
Yeah.
And the case in point is Skyle Logston, the 16-month-old boy. His family frantic. He's missing for 3 days. I interviewed his father just yesterday. His father Cord in a hospital bed. His father was seriously injured in the tornado. His son was with him. He was convinced his son was still alive. He was saying, I know he's alive, but I just want to get into the morgue. Have someone in my family get into the morgue or get some pictures from the morgue so we know for sure. But they wouldn't let them in the morgue.
I just noticed they're recording license plates now. He asks them to, I don't know if it's a she or he, to pull over, and he's recording license plates. What the hell? And we usually have an exit and an entrance, and right now they're blocking out the exit. See how he's stopping? He's recording.
Get that.
Good footage. Yeah, you can fit. You can fit more. Well, it looks like you can fit maybe 4 coffins in one of those. Or shit, yeah, you can at least fit 30 bodies in one. Piled up, right?
Yeah. Down, huh? You get like a scale.
Yes, this is another video. It was longer though. It was longer. I don't know why it changed. It's obviously. And never mind.
And the right side of the road was filled.
Mind you, I tell you something. This video is many years ago. This is like a 15 years, 10 years old video.
With, which I thought was portable toilets. I never looked at them.
And everybody was saying that we are crazy, that we talk about FEMA camps, that we talk about Walmart being a FEMA camp, that we even think about it. What's going on now? All people are brought to FEMA camps. All people are brought to Walmart. What, 2 years ago, I remember they were denying in full that they even exist.
And that close. Same in color, maybe black, but which was an odd color. And I was sitting there going over my notes, and a van pulled alongside of me that turned out to be the property owner. And he greeted me, and he was by himself, and so we had a good little dialogue there, and I asked him about the field of black boxes. What were they? Because I'd never seen anything like that, and his statement was that if he told me I would be one of few people in Madison, Georgia that knew about them. And he says they're disposable coffins, I believe he told me. And he says there's 100, at that time, he said there was 125,000 there. And they were stacked, he told me, 15 high. I asked him who owned them, and he stated that the CDC owned them and that they were leasing his land for storage. And he said his brother worked with the CDC in Atlanta and had been asked by the CDC to do a 3-year extension to place temporary morgues all across the nation.
Did you get what he was saying? Do you even people? Please start waking up. This is real. This is not a joke. These videos are really old. Whenever everybody was saying that Walmart and FEMA camps don't exist together, it's the government was saying it itself. NASA has been caught lying every single day. They just making their own grave deeper and deeper because they talking shite every day. They even making music live whenever somebody's in space and somebody's on the ground. How is it even possible? The signal to get from space to land is very long. You can't play live music. What? It doesn't make sense. People, please wake up. Please wake up. Watch these videos. Watch. This is a little bit newer. This is whenever they have already decided what's going on. What you see there, Freemason G, that's Freemason's signature, that's Freemason's main label, that's Freemason's truck, full of FEMA coffins. This is real, guys. This is real. And the chemtrails, what people say, oh, they're not real, what people talking, it's not true. Look at the clouds nowadays. Have you ever seen clouds like that? They look like condensation trails to you from the planes? Do you really believe so? I've seen planes with 2 engines making 4 trails. How is that explainable? I've seen it with my own eyes. I have photographs of many crazier things than that. Look here, hard weapon exposed by History Channel. It's all been exposed in the past. It's all, they tell you everything you just don't hear. It's been exposed in many movies. I've seen it on YouTube showing many movies like X-Files and even cartoons and G.I. Joe and many other movies where they, G.I. Joe or something, the cartoon where they modify weather and use weather. They're telling you everything about it. You think it's silly, but that's what they're doing. this is different video, sorry. Look at this. Look, in US they have many bases who makes clouds nowadays. They have many bases. I've seen them exposed on Google Earth. I've seen these bases. I've seen how they look like. They have massive ventilators, massive propellers who turn and make clouds. They just make massive clouds. And look, where you can see even in this weather forecast video from satellite, or it's not in space obviously, but it's very high up, and you can see it, how these clouds are made from the ground, from the bases around. Look at them. Look here. Look at these places. They all make clouds. Look. The same spots from the same places. That's how they work, guys. That's how it works. Plus, chemtrail planes. They make clouds. They are full of chemicals. Look at this. Look. It's not normal. This is not God. This is not Mother Nature. This is something else. People wake up. This is all on Google Earth while it's still there. Research for yourself. It's very well hidden these days in YouTube and everywhere to find videos like this. It's just I've been going through them for years, so I find them very easy. And I will show you another one. It's just the main things I'm showing you, so people wake up who like don't have any idea about this, don't believe anything about this. And here is just the proof from government, just simple proof from government, just final nail in coffin. Is that not enough for you to believe what's going on? That these all hurricanes are fake? What Texas wants to do now? They want to get out of US. What do US want Texas for? For their oil. They have lots of oil. So what's the best way for Texas not to get out of US? To do what they are doing now, to throw all people in FEMA camps. And they, trust me, they will murder people who have no family members, who are hard to find. They will say they are missing. That's what they will say. Thousands of people missing, 20-something people dead. You will see, that's what they're gonna say after end of all this. They're gonna say that thousands and thousands and thousands of people are missing, and just a couple of them are dead, obviously.
Texas weather modification, they are seeding the clouds in Texas the day that Hurricane Harvey started flooding the coast and Houston. This is just bizarre. Now, granted, when you look at the location, it's a long way away from Houston, but it's west of Houston in Texas, and it's still very bizarre. It's in Pecos, Texas, Reeves County, and I'm going to share with you in a minute exactly where Reeves County is. But just check this out.
Okay, right.
At 9:15 p.m.
I'm just showing you the main stuff about all this. See what
Hurricane Harvey update, ladies and gentlemen, Rex Bear Leak Project. How the heck are you?
I don't know.
My friend Angela sent me this link. Thank you, Angela. This is texaspub.usgs.gov.
See that Mikuki Shimuki? This guy, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing his name wrong. Where did he go? I thought I saw him somewhere. Well, anyway, thank you guys for listening. And this guy here, don't believe a word what he's saying. I just saw a proper scientist who's been scientist for 50 years, not some actor from China, who's been scientist in America for 50 years, and he comes in a court for in global warming conference, some kind of place, and he's just telling to 5 people alone himself all the truth about all the facts about that water levels are not up, that global warming is not happening. It's not nothing to do with CO2, because in 30s and 40s, whenever CO2 didn't exist at all, global warming was a lot higher than now. Whenever there is lots of CO2, it was a lot warmer that time. So that would be a proper global warming. So just think about all these things. He even said that NASA is making up different numbers, completely different numbers they're making up. So it's a scientist talking in a court. I'm not saying about crazy Google guys what you think we are. I'm just trying to tell the truth to people so they wake up from BBC, CBC, ABC, NBC, Fox News, what really means 666 in their stupid language. It just frustrates me that people just don't see the obvious signs. God bless, guys. Good night.